Do-do-do-do. It's the final countdown. Do-do-do-do. Welcome to Bricks and Toys. How are you guys doing today? I am doing great. I woke up this morning and I edited and uploaded part 2 of the dismantling of the Lego City for you guys. I spent 4 wonderful hours creating Simba, which was an amazing freaking build, awesome build, and that felt so great to build something for the channel versus just the 58 hours of monotonous tearing apart the channel. But you know what, guys? We're not over yet. We're 58 hours and counting, and we still have the city forest to go. Here's the plan for today. We're actually going to go a little bit above and beyond in today's video. I've got books for the medieval blacksmith, the treehouse, the A-frame cabin, ready to go. No surprise there. If I have the book, I'm going to reference the book. If not, I'm going to check online. We're going to tear this out. It's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 9 base plates. This is by far the smallest section out of the entire Lego City. So this should be relatively easy if I have not just cursed myself. I am finding a lot of interesting techniques that I did to make things work, and well, I'm kicking myself in the butt for not just ordering the parts, but, you know, I'm not made of money, and so when I did this, I made it work, and by making it work, I used more parts when I could have used less, and now it's taking more time to take it apart. It is what it is. So on top of this dismantling, I have to figure out what I'm going to do with the Minecraft barn. I feel like I just want to put that back on a plate and set it off to the side, or maybe just break it down and save the minifigures. It's so hard for me to try to figure out what I want to do with that, because it's kind of pointless. The medieval blacksmith, I will be selling that. The A-frame cabin, I will be keeping, and I've made a final decision on the treehouse. The treehouse is staying with me. The vehicles are going to stay with me. Everything else is just parts. They're going to go. To make things easy on me, well, I am going to sell this A-frame cabin. This was an A-frame cabin I picked up from my local Bricks and Minifigs. I think I paid 90 bucks for it. I paid too much for it, to be honest with you guys. And I'm just going to copy and paste that and just sell it. I didn't do anything with it. I was going to mills plate it for the forest when the forest got expanded, but then my world got blown up. So that's ready to go. The up house, I'm going to keep it there. If someone makes an offer on it, I'm going to sell it. If not, I'm going to keep it. Now, in this episode, this is the extra that I'm kind of talking about. This shelf's going to come down. The art's going to come down. Batman's going to come down. If you guys follow with me here, all the way over here, I don't know if the camera's going to go that far, all these UCS sets that I have, the Republic Gunship, Razor Crest, those two are going to come down and be placed for sale. If they don't sell here on the tables, then they're going to come to Sacramento with me. If they do sell, well, it's money in the pocket. That's what's important. So I got all the Funko. I got Artemis. I've thought about Artemis. Artemis is too cool. It's going to stay. I just bought that back in May. It's too recent to get rid of. Firefighter plane, it has to go. And like I said, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shells, 4 of which I'm going to keep. The 5th one I'm going to throw away. And I got like several pictures of artwork to pack up and get rid of. So that's the extra work in today's video. So it's not going to be a time lapse of me really tearing apart the city as much as it is going to be tearing out all of this stuff and getting that stuff sorted and put away. And on top of that, I am going to break down that city set, that architecture set, and this Lego promo, all for resale, because I don't want them. I am going to keep the ones I just made the TikTok of the plane and the little quad. I like the minifigures and the little builds. I think they're cute. I want to keep those. So with that, everybody, let's shoot for a minute time lapse. maybe. And let's get some work done. Well, it's another day, everybody. I know I said I was going to patch you guys back in with a plan, and, well, I never did. I did the time lapse, and now it's mid-morning, almost afternoon the next day. So what happened? Well, ADHD happened. I got hyper-focused. You see, guys, in 2 years, I got really cozy on having a house. And I used every bit of space that I could use in that house. And now I got to move and downsize. So a big part of this video, well, I guess a secondary part, because there's not a lot going on with the forest project today, is to take down the other Lego studio. That means all the Funkos, everything, it all has to come down. But I'm not the type of person just to take it down and leave a mess. Everything needs to be organized and put to where it goes. And so the moment I finished the time lapse yesterday, I got out my bins and I have an app that I log every single item that I plan on storing in a box. I have an app that puts it inventories what's in a box. So say I have 36 Funkos in a plastic tote. Well, I label the tote Funko number 1, and I take a picture and label 36 Funkos of what's in that box. So in case anybody ever goes up to me and they go, "Do you have that Funko? I'd like to buy it," or whatever the situation may arise, I can pull out my app. Funko number 3, it's in that box. Done deal. So yeah, that took all day yesterday. And then after that, yesterday, I decided that I wanted to finish organizing the small Lego sets and get the Lego studio converted for the yard sale that I'm trying to do on Marketplace. So then I did that until midnight. So another night of working 9 a.m. in the morning to 12 a.m. in the morning. 15-hour days or something like that. And I've been doing this now for 8 days in a row, getting maybe 5 hours of sleep a night, because I'm burning the midnight oil to get this done. So this is out of the way. When you move as a family, it's not about you, and it's about your family and taking care of them. And I want to get what I care about, which is this Lego business and the studios. I want to get that handled, and then focus the majority of my time that I have left with my family. So that's why I'm crunching this so hard and pulling 14, 15-hour days to get it done for 8 days in a row, is because I want to focus the primary time that I need on my family to be safe and secure during the move. And I don't want to be like, "Oh, I forgot to do this with the Lego." No, that needs to be done within the first 2 weeks. And today is the 11th. We're almost to the 2-week mark of doing this, which will be the 14th, and it has to be done by that time. So the yard sale's set up, the Funkos put away. I put away all the other little random things I had on those shelves away. Put the shelves away themselves. And then this morning I got up and then I decided that I wanted to try packing some Lego. In the bottom of one of my cabinets, like my white one I have behind me here, I had a whole bunch of Christmas sets and I had an empty tote. And I got these bags. They're not like Ziploc bags. They're just like open bags for like clothes and storing things. And I got a bunch of those and I took them and I went into the bottom of the cabinet with a tote and I started wrapping up all of the Christmas sets and all the Halloween sets that I have. And I got that done. And then that led to me finishing cleaning out that cabinet, getting that cabinet for a resale, because I'm going to sell my backlog cabinets. They're worth a little bit of money, maybe like $150, $200, and every penny helps for the move. So it's important that we get those cleaned and sold, and we got that done. So Forest, we're going to work on that up next. But for now, I just want to take you guys around and kind of show you guys what I've done, how I've kind of settled in, and what it looks like so far for the yard sale before we get into the rest of it. So part of getting the yard sale done is getting these cabinets begin to be emptied, and my whole backlog down here has been moved out for the most part. Those are all extra parts and things I don't want to sell. By the end of the day, all of these parts will be bagged and put away, and this cabinet will be cleaned and put back outside for resale. Some of these buildings will be done by the end of the day, hopefully. When you look around the house, you start to see little tiny Lego sets like Tales of a Space Age, The Astronaut. Those were all outside at one point, not anymore. Here's the plastic totes I plan on using for the Lego. As you guys can see, I still have the Forest to take apart. That'll be what we touch on next. So far, my working space looks like this. I don't know where I'm going to put these two sets until I move, but they're not going to leave. I got a bunch of Funko Pops I need to sell from Ghost. These are kind of expensive, probably a good $200-300 for all of those. And then if you look, my shelves are a little empty because I did downsize, or am going to try to downsize some Lego. Like the Guardian ship up there is gone. And if you come down here, a lot of the big Technic sets are gone as well. And if you come out here to the garage, you'll see why these sets are gone. Because this is the yard sale. This is what it's looking like. It's looking like it's about to go down. So on these Technic cars, I'm trying to get about 100 a piece. Then over here, I got piles, and I'm trying to get like $5 for those poly bags, $10 for each of what's in that bin, $20 for what's in that pile, $30 for what's in that pile, $40 for what's in that pile, and then I just have sets on sets on sets that I just want to downsize for the money to move. So yeah, that's what that looks like. And surprise, I found the box to my Venador. I thought I kept it, and it turns out I did. And then over here, you can see my work of what I got done. And if you look at this bin, you'll see what I mean when I say I bagged the sets and I packed them in. It also makes it nice and cushy. The good thing is if any of these parts chip off, they'll be in the bag and you'll know what set it goes to and not be on a scavenger hunt to what's missing. So as you guys can see, things are happening really fast. It's like slow work, slow work, slow work, slow work. And then as soon as we get to that 2-week mark, it's like go. And then it's done. Oh, and one last update before I let you guys go and I start working on that Lego City today. I did get a tracking notification on those missing base plates that I ordered from Bricklink. And they're coming from Oregon and they'll be here Monday. So my last building, I think it's the bookshop. Yeah, the bookshop will be for sale in the city, and that'll be the last thing that I need to sell. So by the time this goes live, I will already probably have the sale over with, but progress, people, progress. Up next, I'm going to tell you guys how it went, breaking down the rest of the Lego City and packaging into storage bins all of the parts. We'll talk about that here. It's done, people. Yes, it is done. I'm going to give you guys a tour of what 70 hours of Lego City destruction looks like, on top of about another 20 hours of destroying a Lego studio. And what that looks like. I'm exhausted, guys. It's like 10 o'clock in the morning. I got up about an hour ago. I went to bed at 3 a.m. One last push to get it all done. With some help from my wife to get me over the finish line, we got everything done. So that's the end of that part of Bricks and Toys. So let me give you guys the tour of my cluttered mess, but also very organized and ready for the next step. So here we are in the main studio. I have Batman chilling behind the wall there. Still have all my Technic cars ready to go. But look how cluttered this is. I have the vehicles from the city that I just enjoy just filling up everything. And that's not counting the minifigures and stuff that I want to display. I mean, I got a recycling truck by a Formula One car. I mean, this is a cluttered nightmare up here. Just pack it in, pack it in, pack it in. Over on this side of the studio, I have a peacock hanging out with the Mandalorian Season 3 sets. What sense does that make, everybody? So one really cool thing is, like I've said, I've got the bags. These are the bags that I'm going to be using. I just got them thrown down here on the floor. But yeah, they're just a basic bag. You put it in the set, you wrap it up, and it kind of acts like a protectant, and it keeps everything all sealed in there. I have some sets on the floor that would be in my backlog. More art on the floor. I have minifigures that are extras and CMFs and randos that I made for the city. I got to figure out what I'm going to do with those. And then you can come into my house. And as you guys can see, it looks like a house again, pretty much. But there is the exception of over on this table, there's some stuff that's, well, in the words of Kendrick Lamar, not like us. And that would be the modulars. That's not like Harry Potter. The astronaut, the space age, the hocus pocus. I just kind of squeezed it on here, make it work. Then if you come over here, I mean, I showed you guys this before. This is the modular row. I was supposed to sell a bunch of these, but I love them so much. You know, if I don't make money selling the Lego and I end up keeping it, it's meant to be, right? Then the most important, crucial area of everything is right here. So, Botanical Garden, Daily Bugle. The Daily Bugle is actually torn apart right now. So I could sort the base plate pieces. I just took it off of the Mills plate, made sure through the book everything was there. That way, when I get the plates in on Monday, which is like 3 days from now, I can just get that done. Of course, Avengers Tower's done. I was able to fully restore the tree house. I'm so happy to say that that is back in 100%, as well as the A-frame cabin. I found a place to get this off at my desk. Down here is going to be a box called Lego Bulk 3. It's not going to be all bulk Lego, but it's going to be all the leftover Lego pieces. And there's all my storage containers I use to store Lego and sort Lego. Coming over here, we have the noodle shop, which I saved. We got the classic minifigure over there. Hey, look, it's Simba. You know, I'm actually supposed to be editing and uploading his video right now, but I slept in the day, and that's going to be a late release today. And then I have Sanctum Sanctorum, and again, as you can see, no base plate. And then all of my Lego from the city, the base plates, the road plates, the tiles, everything comes down to these two bins. Lego Bulk 1, Lego Bulk 2. Like I said, number 3 is going to be down there, but I got to go to Home Depot and get a bin today. But that's what it comes down to. What a mess, everybody. What a mess. But wait, there's more. Shall we go into what used to be the Lego main studio or this Lego City studio? I think we shall. Let's go and wrap up the video in there. And then we come out here. And I have a fun story to share with you guys as we come out here. There's Palace Cinema. And you know what happened when I put the red base plate back on Palace Cinema? Palace Cinema was sitting on two 16 by 32 base plates that were made from Lego. You know where those base plates went? The bookstore. So the base plates I ordered for the bookstore, now I don't have a use for. So shoot. But the good news is, everything on this table today, on July 12th, will be listed for sale. This is done. I already went over how the pricing on this stuff works. And like I said, by the time this video comes out, it's going to be long over. Well, almost over. The sale will be. Sale's going to run a week from today, so about the 18th is when the sale's going to be over with. And then over here, we got the Christmas Lego, Funko, and all types of stuff just packed in. All of my books, boxes for some of the sets. And then I got those two cabinets over there emptied out and ready to go. They are cleaned and emptied. So I will be selling those with all of this. And that does it, everybody. That honestly does it. It's over. Now, like I said, I did clock my individual hours on each of these things. The forest, like I said, I think only took like 8 hours. The city was the biggest part, breaching 30. In total, 70 hours to tear apart everything that I built out here. It wasn't all roses because there was so many things that I did because I didn't have the correct parts that I just substituted. And sometimes when you substitute a Lego part, it takes 4 or 5 pieces to make one of the pieces that you should just use to make it easier. So instead of breaking apart a Mills plate and having just the basic brick around the edge and just the normal amount of 2x2s in the middle, I had all 2x2s on a 32x32 base plate and this brick of 1x and 2x of whatever I could find on that plate. And when you're pushing and it's 12 o'clock at night and you're trying to get things done and then you hit that, it's just like, well, this is going to be another hour breaking it down. So this was hell, everybody. On top of all of this, I have about another 8-hour day packing Funko and cleaning out things and getting all of my affairs in order, and I got another good amount of time in just everything, like getting the Lego sorted and bagged, and I use an app to where I take a picture of everything I plan on storing, so I never have to go back to the boxes. Like you see, my boxes were labeled Lego Bulk 1 and Lego Bulk 2. If I actually go into my phone, I have an app that tells me what is in those boxes. So if I store those, which I will be storing those, I will know without even going to my storage that what I have and what I do not have. So that's another part that takes up the time. With all the mess, 90 hours, I cannot believe that it's over. I told my wife jokingly last night when she got home from work, I said, we need to go and get out of the house for a little bit. We need to go out and have some family Mexican food and then go to my local Brad's Toys. I have $180 credit at Brad's Toys. I need to try to spend it before I move. So let's go out and take some time together tonight, and then we'll get back to work. I don't care if I'm up till 4 in the morning getting it done, but it's just important that we do get out. And, well, I went to Brad's Toys and I only spent like $60 of my $180, so I still got to go back and buy more stuff. But as I said before, they did give me a really good deal on all of my Funko, to where Bricks and Minifigs couldn't give me a good deal on some actual, good reselling toys. But we're not going to get into that. That is what it is. So we did that last night, and that's why we made the push until 3 a.m. I joked, if it takes until 4, we'll get it done. Well, it took till 3, so that's it for this video. I'm now going to take the day off. I have to get my Simba video edited and uploaded. More importantly, I got to take care of my family. There is so much things I've neglected in my life because I chose to do this basically 15 to 20 hours a day, every single day for 8 days straight. Now I got to go back and fix those things and make those things right and clean and just, man, this is nuts, everybody. I keep looking at my wife and saying, is all of this real? Well, of course it's real, because I wake up in pain every day. If you guys want to support the Lego channel, you guys can do so by hitting the thank you button right down below. Anything you guys do supports the Lego channel and all of this Lego, well, this Lego is going to be sold, hopefully. But all the rest of the 200 sets that I have, this is only 69 sets total right here. If that's not really your thing, you guys can just follow along with everything we do by hitting that subscribe button, like, and share the video with your friends. As usual, comment your thoughts down below. I don't know if you want to comment on my downfall, but if you do, go for it. It is what it is. So with that, thank you so much for watching. You all have a great one.